knowing that we were the groundwork for doing it. So many has gone on, but I just want to encourage the young persons who are doing it now. Like Cookie say, stick with it, kids. You have talent.
Committed.
You know what?
Commitment.
You're all still in it.
Yes. How many years? You know?
Well, we want to thank you all for tuning in for the past 2 episodes and for every episode of Legends, the Untold Story. But I'm going to leave it with these 2 ladies. Go ahead, take it away.
What are we going to do, Cookie?
Well, I'm just going to say to the public, continue to support live theater. The Dundas Center for the Performing Arts is open. Give us a call if you want to support us. We would be happy to take that support from you. We're open, and we still need support. We still need financial support or any assistance that you could give. Please reach out to us. We're there, and we're thankful for the members of the public, wider community, for the support that you have given the Dundas. We would not be where we are today if it wasn't for your support.
And because
Thank
of
you.
that, we are able to say, we wash us, we press us, we clean us 24/7.
24/7.
We'll see you next time on Legends, the Untold Story.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This Davis administration is... This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Speech from the throne outlining stronger immigration legislative. A bank fraud scheme leaving a retiree with less than $50 in her account. And police issuing an ABB on the lookout for a 66-year-old woman in Grand Bahama.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Rule, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Topping news tonight, the Davis administration is moving to tighten the new immigration measures, the announcement made during the speech from the throne, including mandatory sentencing for public service officers found facilitating passports or immigration fraud. Here's that report.
My government believes strong borders and lawful immigration systems are essential to national stability and sovereignty.
In a move aimed at strengthening broader security, protecting national sovereignty, and improving the country's immigration system, government officials announced a series of immigration reforms during the speech from the throne. The government revealing plans to introduce mandatory sentencing for public officers found facilitating immigration, passport, or fraud-related offenses, along with the creation of a fraud intelligence unit.
Dedicated to investigating and prosecuting immigration fraud. My government intends to introduce mandatory sentencing provisions for public officers found facilitating immigration or passport fraud.
The government also outlining plans for a national biometric immigration system featuring overstay alert. Additional measures include daily overstay fines for persons remaining in the country illegally, along with stronger enforcement of re-entry bans. Officials also revealing plans to establish a Bahamian e-Verify portal to confirm work eligibility before employment is granted. Meanwhile, the proposed Employer Immigration Compliance Act would impose stricter penalties for the abuse of the work permit system and other unlawful employment practices.
Government will establish a Bahamian e-Verify portal to confirm work eligibility before employment. My government also intends to introduce daily overstay fines for unlawful overstay.
The promotion of Grand Bahama through enhanced investments, economic development, and the reorganization of arrangements with the Grand Bahama Port Authority were three major objectives highlighted in the speech from the throne. ZNS News reached out to port officials for comment on what they may look like moving forward. While they did not grant an on-camera interview, co-chairman Rupert Hayward issued a statement to ZNS News saying, quote, "We are always hopeful that the government recognizes the importance of collaboration between central and local government. It is a critical element for successful investment in Grand Bahama and for the island to fulfill its true potential." End quote. The comments come as relations between the government and the Grand Bahama Port Authority have faced periods of tension in recent years, particularly following arbitration proceedings between the two sides. Those proceedings centered around governance and regulatory authority in the Freeport area. Residents in Grand Bahama are also reacting to the speech from the throne, as the Davis administration outlines plans to reposition the island as a regional hub for trade, logistics, tourism, and industrial investment. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
In Grand Bahama, big promises of transformation are once again on the table following the speech from the throne at the opening of Parliament, with Grand Bahama positioned as a regional gateway for trade, tourism, and investment. The plan outlines major redevelopment projects across shipping, logistics, and tourism aimed at reshaping the island's economy. Grand Bahama residents are expressing whether they believe this renewed push will bring real economic change to the island.
I thought it was a great speech, listening to her, and especially what she talked about for Grand Bahama. If all of that really comes into fruition, Grand Bahama will really be booming.
If they get that bazaar and Port Lacaya, because, everybody's complaining that Port Lacaya is a dead place right now. Some life come up there, and it would turn Grand Bahama around.
I think if the present government is able to accomplish all that they set out to accomplish, we definitely would be further as a nation.
The speech from the throne placing Grand Bahama's redevelopment agenda front and center, pointing to major projects such as the Afro-Caribbean Marketplace and Logistics Center, the MSC Cruise Port, and the Xanadu Beach project. It is a vision many residents say they welcome.
Once all of this comes together, we'll be like we used to be back in the days. A lot of things happening here in Grand Bahama, and persons moving around back and forward, so it'll really make a big difference.
And while residents welcome the ambitious plans, they are also making it clear that they want a balanced progress, urging the government not to lose sight of critical infrastructure such as the airport and hotel sector as the island moves forward.
I think the two most important things when it comes to the economy of Grand Bahama is the completion of the new hotel, and also the new airport, which I think is very important, and continue to create job opportunities and business opportunities on the island of Grand Bahama.
We want to be just like Nassau. Okay, we could be. We just need the facilities and everything in place. Especially the main thing is our airport. And you need a hotel to have the people when they come.
These residents emphasize that for any of these plans to succeed, collaboration between the government and the people is essential. They say real progress will only be achieved if both sides work together to turn these development promises into lasting results.
I think even politicians need to keep that in mind, but I think most importantly, we want to be honest and truthful, but let's not just intentionally be divisive when it's unnecessary, but also encourage our people to continue to live up to our motto, right? Onward, upward, onward. And then I said that final part of it, together.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Switching gears now, a Grand Bahama retiree is speaking out after falling victim to an alleged bank fraud scheme that left thousands of dollars missing from a joint account she shares with her mother. The woman claims a man posing as a bank employee convinced her to open a link sent through WhatsApp, and days later she discovered the money was gone. Now, months later, after the incident, she says she is still waiting to be fully reimbursed. The details.
McKinney, I'm sorry, you did a transfer. I say I never did a transfer, ma'am. I do not use my card for that. I say, y'all thieves in here, y'all better find my money.
That was stalkist Ann McKinney Woods, a retiree who says she became the victim of an elaborate bank fraud scheme. Woods explaining that during the daytime hours of a Friday in October, she received a phone call from a man claiming to be an employee of a local bank in Grand Bahama. According to Woods, the caller claimed he was working to enhance the bank's fraud protection system. She says she was then instructed to open a link sent to her through WhatsApp, which he claimed would help secure her account.
He asked if I used my card. I said, no, sir, I don't use my card. It's only I just have it just to see when money is being deposited. He said, well, someone has been using your card. I said, sir, how do I know you're not a scammer? He said, no, I'm Mr. Smith, and I'm going to send you my number, which he did. He sent it to me. He said, now I'm going to send you a link, and I want you to click on it. But I did not click on it.
Wood says she later contacted a friend who worked at the bank who was unaware of the situation but assumed the bank may have been upgrading its security system. The imposter also instructed her not to use her online banking account for 8 hours. However, it was not until the following Monday when she attempted to withdraw money from an ATM that she realized funds had been stolen from her account. The retiree says the experience caused her tremendous stress, particularly because the money was from a joint account shared with her mother, who was also a retiree.
How they get into your account? They change your username, and then you put their password in, and they took my monies off. They left $47.80 on my account.
Wood says she repeatedly contacted the bank in the months following the incident to find out when she would be reimbursed. However, she was informed that the matter remained under investigation. 7 months later, she decided to contact police directly, where she claims officers informed her that more than 100 fraud cases connected to that particular bank were currently under investigation. While Wood says she has since received a portion of the stolen funds, she notes that the full amount has not yet been returned.
I have the name of the person who the money was transferred to. He said, yeah, but we still have to find the person and bring them to court. And, it's a lot more I could say, but it's still under investigation. My lawyer is involved.
In other news from police on Grand Bahama are busy searching for 66-year-old Barbara Lewis of 114 Spinney Road. She was last seen on Monday, May 18th, 2026, and was reported missing on Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. Lewis stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, light brown complexion, and medium build. Anyone spotting her, please contact police emergency at 911, 919, or the Criminal Investigation Department at 350-3106, 350-3189. Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. 8477. Family Islanders can dial 242-300-8477. Police in Abaco are actively investigating a grievous harm complaint involving a 41-year-old man who sustained serious injuries and required medical attention. Preliminary reports indicate that shortly before 2 a.m. on Wednesday, the 20th of May, 2026, police received a call from a man who reported discovering an injured male in the Haitian village of Esiburul Highway in an area commonly known as the Gully. Officers, along with emergency medical personnel, responded to the scene and transported the victim to the hospital for treatment. According to the victim, he became involved in a verbal altercation with a man known to him, which quickly escalated during the confrontation. The suspect allegedly struck him on the left arm with a cutlass. The suspect is described as a slim-built Haitian man with a low haircut, dark complexion, facial hair, and numerous scars. Crime scene investigators recovered a cutlass and other items believed to hold evidential value. The victim's injuries were last listed as serious but not life-threatening. The investigation is ongoing.
And still to come.
When we come back, a Ministry of Education program granting students with scholarship funding. That's story, sports, and more when we come back.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Beat the heat with powerful 12K BTU mini-split AC units now on sale for a limited time at Majestic Trucking and Retails. Experience ice-cold comfort, low energy consumption, and quiet performance, all while relaxing in comfort that's friendly to the pocket. Majestic Trucking and Retails, 2A1 Civic Industrial Bonded Area, Freeport. Need glazing replacement parts fast? Clearview Glass has you covered for window, doors, showers, and hurricane shutters. Your one-stop source for all window and door hardware. And if they don't have it, they can special order it. Call Clearview Glass today at 352-7694. CompuSec Printing is making room for summer with a massive store-wide sale. Get 30% off in stock items only now through July 31st. Save on shirts, hats, souvenirs, flags, indoor flagpoles, and more. Visit CompuSec Printing, West Atlantic Drive, Freeport. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. KMW Battery and Tires has great deals on quality motor oils, starting as low as $5.50. Keep your engine running right for less. Call 351-2595 or visit today for service you can trust.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
I am ready.
I am ready. I am ready.
Ready or not, it's here. That's right, the biggest gospel show with me, Uncle T Baby Boy, on 8:10 a.m. That's right, interviews, greatest songs, praise and worship. It's going to be exciting. We're going to take the Bahamas to the world and bring the world to the Bahamas.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Through the Ministry of Education's Public School Scholars Program, students are receiving scholarship funding and expanded educational opportunities aimed at preparing the next generation of leaders and professionals. As part of the process, a vetting exercise was held today at St. George's High School, where students underwent interviews as they await their final results. Expected in August, Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
A critical vetting process now underway at St. George's High School, where education officials are sitting with students one-on-one to ensure they are making informed decisions about their academic future. The exercise forms part of the public school scholarship program, which government says it's not just about education, but to guide students towards the right opportunity for long-term success.
This program is actually, geared toward helping the students and the parents, okay, in order for those students who are graduating to recognize their dream, of course, of a college education.
The government is offering scholarships to both academic and technical students, with education officials traveling from New Providence to meet directly with parents and applicants about the process. District Education Officer Kendris Heel says the program is designed to ease the burden and make higher education more accessible.
And in this society right now, and in this environment where persons are actually having little financial struggles, I'm sure they are very grateful for the government of Bahamas and through the Ministry of Education to offer such opportunities for our students.
During the vetting period, 63 students in Grand Bahama will be interviewed as part of the Public Service Scholars Program. PSSP Guidance Counselor Lynette Rose is overseeing the process, ensuring each student's application aligns with their academic goals and priority choices.
So if you know you have a student within the technical option of your school, that student more than likely is going into the technical side of engineering.
Applicant and student Sarah Roker says more students should take advantage of the opportunity, noting that the program can open doors to higher education and future success.
Just applying, you might get an opportunity that you wouldn't get elsewhere. You're scoping the scenery. You're seeing what you can be able to do and what you can achieve and accomplish.
The Public School Scholars Program has already met with students from 8 Mile Rock High School and is expected to continue the vetting process at Jack Hayward High School. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
A day of food, music, and culture is coming to the community as Bishop Michael Eldon School prepares to host its Food and Music Festival under the theme One Community, A World of Flavors on Saturday, May 30th, 2026. Office Manager Tiffany Sweeting and Religious Study teacher Andrea Najman sharing their excitement for the upcoming event.
We would like to take this opportunity to announce our Food and Music Festival, One Community, A World of Flavors, scheduled for May 30th of 2026.
Grand Bahama, I promise you that it is going to be spectacular. Mouth-watering treats. This is one of the rare occasions where you will have foods from all over the world.
Additionally, Bishop Michael Eldon introduced a new scholarship initiative called the West End Scholarship Award, aimed at supporting young students within the community. The first recipient of the scholarship is Tanasia Cooper of West End Primary School, who will be entering grade 7 this August. Congratulations, we're excited. We extend to the young scholarship on her achievement.
We will have student performances, we will have teacher performances, we will have a performance by Elkin 360. If you have young kids and they're not interested in the performances, we have the gaming truck that will also be here. We'll also have a live cooking demonstration by Harold Pinder.
We thank you for our scholarship recipient from the West. We want to say to the Grand Bahama community once again, thank you for your support in advance.
The Old Freetown Heritage Festival is celebrating its 10-year anniversary, continuing a tradition organizers say has grown through strong community support and commitment to preserving Bahamian heritage. The family-friendly event kicks off at 12 noon on Whit Monday, May 25th, with a full day of activities, food, games, and live entertainment.
We bring to life some of the things that our forefathers would have experienced, and just to remind the generation where we would have come from.
We have lots of games and activities lined up for you. We have the wash tub competition, which is also heritage. We will be teaching you how to wash, rinse, and hang the clothes on the line. We also have the watermelon eating and the onion peeling competition.
With a $3 entry fee and free admission for children under 10 and under, the festival is designed to offer fun for all ages while keeping old traditions alive. Tourism officials also hope the event will give hotel guests and other visitors a chance to experience the island's culture and community spirit.
A major event is the cooking on the fire half, we call it back in the days. And for our live entertainment, we have the Island Vibe Band along with our headliner, D-Mac.
The Bahamas Ministry of Tourism will be providing round-trip transportation for our visitors from the various hotels in the Freeport City area. Also, we'll have a people-to-people booth on site where visitors can experience the variety of bush teas. It's important for us to support this event, which showcases culture, heritage, and a sense of community for Freetown, bringing along together both visitors and residents to enjoy a great day on Whit Monday.
And that's a look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Yeah, we've got a ton of baseball highlights from Legacy Baseball, plus a major baseball tournament coming this weekend.
That's great. Well, stay tuned. That's coming your way next.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Beat the heat with powerful 12K BTU mini-split AC units now on sale for a limited time at Majestic Trucking and Retails. Experience high school comfort, low energy consumption, and quiet performance, all while relaxing in comfort that's friendly to the pocket. Majestic Trucking and Retails, 2A1 Civic Industrial Bonded Area, Freeport.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Let's keep it clean. Put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. No, yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not on the streets. Just put it in the trash, my guy.
Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye.
Put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it, that's it. Put it in the trash. Just put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. We just gotta keep Grand Bahama clean.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. Leading things off tonight, the showdown in the Islands Baseball Tournament will be jam-packed with 10U, 12U, and 14U action starting May 22nd to the 24th. Here's Tournament Director Donovan Cox with all the details.
We have about 14 teams that will be participating in the tournament. We also have a team coming out of Exuma, which is their first time playing a new league. They're trying to start up down there, and it'll be the boys' first time playing in tournament play. We also have a showcase for the older kids. You know, we have a few high school coaches coming down to look at some talented baseball players here in the Bahamas.
The tournament was birthed with one goal in mind for every player.
Exposure is what really matters in the sport of baseball. The Bahamas is only so big, and in the game of baseball, exposure is important, you know. We try our best to travel as much as possible to the U.S. and other countries to get that exposure to play, but you know, I'm trying to switch the narrative and try to bring the exposure here to Grand Bahama so we don't have to travel as much.
5:30 things get underway at the American Baseball Field with the Tigers taking on United Little League in 12U action. Staying on the diamond, GB Little League and Legacy Baseball getting in some exhibition reps. In coach pitch action, the Red Sox got the win 18-10, and it was a good litmus test as they push toward the Andre Rogers Baseball Nationals next month.
They performed excellent, man. I don't expect nothing less from them. They came out a bit shaky, but they settled down and they played GB ball.
However, it came down to a third and final game between the GBPA Mets and Veritas Tigers for the Legacy Baseball 10U crown. The Mets proved to have the bigger bats at the end of the day, getting the 8-5 win and bragging rights as the 2026 10U champions. And closing things out, we got Nico Grant and Nita Doherty primary softball scores. For the primary school boys, Grace Christian outlasted Hugh Campbell in a very close contest. They escaped with the 3-2 W, and the Sunland Stingers also holding on for a narrow victory over the BMES Warriors. The final score, 3-2. And that's your Sports Fix this evening. I'm Shane Stubbs, and always remember, you're more than a conqueror.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
My name is Richard Hines, and president of Polaris Surveying Services Limited. And we're land surveys in Freeport, Grand Bahama. We provide a wide range of surveying from your boundary surveys to engineering surveys, topographic surveys. We even do drone work. We figured that we would get into the business here in Freeport so we can provide fast, accurate, and surveys at a reasonable price. For all your survey needs, you can contact us at 22A Logwood Road. Our phone number, 688-5266. Cell phone is 457-5147.
Get a jump on your health and fitness goals with the Fitness Connections Transformation Challenge. We've already helped hundreds of people get closer to their health and fitness goals and achieve awesome results like you see here. You can scan the QR code to find out more. But let me tell you what all comes with the challenge. One, you get 20% off coupons to the Fitness Connection every 2 weeks. You get coaching calls with us on Zoom. You get accountability, us checking in on you. And you also get the chance to win $1,000 and other prizes if you are the winner. So what do you have to lose? $50, you can have a chance to win $1,000 and get the body of your dreams. So scan the code now, sign up. We're here to help you.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Roll.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight coming your way next.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the national report on alleged Bahamian drug kingpin linked to an expanding transnational drug trafficking case between the Bahamas and the United States was a no-show in court today. Tonight, the questions, the allegations, and the growing international spotlight on the case. Plus, workers' rights front and center of the Davis administration's second-term agenda. Hear how the government plans to expand protections, strengthen benefits, advance labor reform, and why officials say it's critical to their legislative priorities. And a call to action on women's empowerment. A leading activist urging the country to move beyond conversation and invest more deeply in the advancement of women across the Bahamas. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report starts now. Glad you can join us. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. A developing story raising new questions and attracting growing attention both here and overseas. A scheduled court appearance did not happen today, adding fresh uncertainty to an already high-profile matter. Leah Cooper has the details.
ZNS News has learned that Jonathan Gardner, the latest name linked to an expanding transnational drug trafficking case connecting the Bahamas and the United States, did not appear in court today as expected. And tonight, questions are swirling about why. Sources tell ZNS News the reason for his absence remains unclear. Gardner was among the 11 people on board a plane that crashed into waters off Florida on Election Day. U.S. authorities allege he played a key role in moving tons of cocaine through the Bahamas with the protection of Bahamian government officials and high-ranking law enforcement figures. Those claims are outlined in an affidavit filed by a DEA special agent. Investigators say Gardner, also known by the alias Player, was carrying a crossbody bag packed with 3 cell phones, a small amount of cash, and $30,000 sealed inside an envelope bearing the handwritten name of a politician. That name, however, was redacted from the affidavit, and authorities have not confirmed who the politician is. The dramatic crash has now thrust allegations of drug trafficking and political access both here in the Bahamas and abroad. The Miami Herald is reporting that the case could trigger even more arrests, including that of an unnamed Bahamian politician. U.S. Ambassador to the Bahamas Herschel Walker addressed reporters Thursday and was asked whether he believes enough is being done locally to fight possible corruption linked to narcotics trafficking. Here's what he had to say.
This is a combined effort, so I think we're working together, and I think that's what makes it such a good thing. The Bahamas and the U.S. are working together to try to combat transnational crime. We're going to continue to do that.
As of news time, there's still no word on when Gardner will appear before the court, but this is a fast-moving story, and ZNS News will continue to track developments as new information comes in. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
We turn our attention now to the Davis administration's labor agenda, which speaks to preservation of the rights of Bahamian workers with an emphasis on legislative reform and an updated approach to employee rights and privileges. That announcement coming on Wednesday as Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cynthia Pratt read the 24-page speech from the throne.
My government intends to introduce the Employment Bill 2026, representing the most significant modernization of labor protections in a generation. The legislation will strengthen workplace standards, expand maternity protections, provide leave for mental health and wellness.
Now, the proposed legislation will also introduce new safeguards for working parents.
To reform and modernize the national insurance system through stronger anti-fraud measures, improved digital systems, enhanced oversight, and expanded inclusion of informal workers. My government will establish a public sector pension plan, creating the framework for contributory pension coverage for public servants.
High expectations as the Davis administration gets down to work building on the foundation laid in its first term. Speaking to his legislative agenda, former House Speaker Dr. Kendall Major envisions a session where the bills pass, touch, and inspire the people.
I always dream and pray that Parliament will function as a true representation of the people's aspirations. Parliament is supposed to, it is an imperfect system, the first past the post system where each constituency, assuming they're drawn out appropriately, that represents the entire country. So when a member is elected and they stand in that house, they speak for a group of people. That ought to be considered. And if that is considered, the the appropriate bills would be passed. Secondly, that the opposition is not only heard, but considered, not ignored. One of the first challenges in the House is if the opposition feels they are ignored, sparks fly. And it becomes a challenge to rein things in.
History repeating itself in both houses of parliament. For his second consecutive term, the Honorable Lachelle Adderley was re-elected to serve as president of the Senate, and Patricia DeVille, Speaker of the House of Assembly. The women will serve simultaneously with Her Excellency Dame Cynthia Pratt as head of state. The increased participation of women also a plus, 36% female representation in the Senate, 20% in the House of Assembly, and 24% in cabinet. President Adderley calls it a meaningful step towards gender parity and inclusion.
This reflects our growing recognition that women belong at every table where decisions are being made. It demonstrates progress towards breaking the barriers that the suffragists, Dame Dr. Doris Johnson, Mary Ingram, Mabel Walker, Eugenia Lockhart, and Georgiana Simonet wanted removed. These growing percentages must be a reminder that our collective work is not yet complete. Representation must lead to economic empowerment, equal access, more leadership roles, equality in national policies, and the protection of women from discrimination and violence. May we progress towards a future where equality is not an aspiration, but a lived reality.
Now, while lauding the historic achievement of women in politics, Bahamas Constitution Party servant leader Ali McIntosh notes in a statement that it is not enough for women to simply be present in leadership, but their presence must bring purpose. The nation, she says, needs leadership that is not driven only by power and politics, but by conscience, empathy, integrity, and service to the people. Other news for you tonight. First, Ombudsman and second-term Area Director for Zonta International, Dr. Marissa Mason-Smith, calling for a deeper push to empower women across the country. She says the role women already play in homes, communities, and public life shows empowerment cannot stop at words.
Have an obligation to make a difference in this nation. When we look at the statistics that more than 70% of our women lead households, that says that we have a lot of work to do for empowerment, be it economic, be it academic, and of course spiritual.
Marissa Mason-Smith says that work must reach beyond politics, professional or personal background, with women supporting each other as part of a larger national effort.
Regardless of political persuasions, we are one people. And as my role, I am here to support, encourage other women for us to hold hands together and unify ourselves to make sure that when one woman wins, we all win.
Well, coming up, concern now beginning to surface not only on land, but beneath Bahamian waters as a national conversation surrounding food security grows louder. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more after this.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and everybody watching from Nassau. Tonight, we welcome a star. So please join me in welcoming the barbecue rap star, star of the show!
KFC, it's finger licking good.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
JMC Gaming and JS Events present the 3rd annual Come Go With Me Turks and Caicos Concert Weekend, July 2nd through 4th, featuring from the Bahamas, Gino D, D-Man, and KB. And from the TCI, Gemma, Barbara Johnson, Jack Nasty, Mikey and Kool-Aid. Backed by the Provision Band. Music by TCI's Most Wanted, DJ Shay. Hosted by Super P. And get ready for a Toast of Jamaica, featuring the international artist, Tyrus Riley.
Oh, it's my day.
Backed by Dean Fraser and the Black Soil Band. It's the 3rd annual Come Go With Me Turks and Caicos Concert Weekend, July 2nd through 4th. Ticket location, Nels Variety, Elite Sports Bar, Basic Essential, and Express Gas Station. For more info, contact 649-231-0018 or 649-231-3862. Come go with me. Go with me. Go with me. Go with me.
At Marco's, we make it better. Better ingredients, better flavors, better quality. A signature sauce that families have always counted on. We are not only serving your family, but our families too. 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas with center squares or cheesy bread for just $29.95. When you want pizza you can trust, choose Marco's. Your family deserves the best. Marco's Pizza, crafted with heart and proudly shared with love.
Amazing shot there of the Mall at Marathon and the Asa H. Pritchard Wholesale Company just across Robinson Road, the R.M. Billy Senior High School. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Shane Gibson. Predicting a below to near average Atlantic hurricane season for 2026, driven by developing El Nino conditions that suppress storm formation. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us live via Zoom to speak more about it. Good evening, Basil. Let's get straight to it this evening. NOAA's outlook calls for 8 to 14 named storms, including 3 to 6 hurricanes, of which 1 to 3 expected to be major hurricane, which is Category 3 or higher. Some good news, you think?
Desmond, yes, NOAA has issued those predictions for the 2026 tropical cyclone season, and as you already stated, they are predicting some 8 to 14 named storms, 3 to 6 which will become hurricanes, and 1 to 3 major hurricanes. Also, I would throw in there that Colorado State University also issued their 2026 prediction on the 9th of April, and they're predicting they're slightly below average of 13 named storms, 6 hurricanes and 2 major hurricanes, and that compared to an overall average of 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. Now, the rationale behind these average to slightly below average is due to the fact that they anticipate that a strong El Nino will develop later on into the season, and strong El Nino usually occurs when we have these warm waters here in the eastern Pacific, which leads to a well-established subtropical jet, and that generates what we call some strong upper-level wind shears, which are certainly not favorable for tropical cyclone development, because these wind shears, they tend to prevent those deep convective clouds from developing, which are very necessary for the development of tropical cyclone. In addition to that, more stable conditions due to sinking air over the Atlantic is one of the teleconnections that we have noticed over the years between the El Nino events. So, Desmond, yes, the numbers are looking low, but the thing is, all it takes is one landfall hurricane to make it a bad season. So we are advising our residents once again to take the necessary precaution and get an early start to your hurricane preparation. In addition to preparing for the arrival of these possible storms, one should also know your risks, whether it's flooding, whether it's storm surge or wind. You need to do what is ever necessary right now to mitigate against those risks.
Well, Basil, you're absolutely right. Preparation, keeping our eyes out and monitoring the weather conditions. Thank you very much. Well, as the national conversation surrounding food security grows, concerns are surfacing not only on land, but beneath Bahamian waters. Here's Amaya Moss.
The Perry Institute, one of the oldest leading research organizations here in the Bahamas, sharing the results of a finding that could very well impact the livelihood of local fishermen. In a May 14th report, the Institute revealed that several marine species, including the Nassau grouper, snapper, parrotfish, conch, and spiny lobster, are experiencing a major decline in numbers. Agriculture and Marine Resources Minister, the Honorable Jomo Campbell, though, is not so quick to accept that conclusion.
What we first have to establish based on our findings is, in fact, whether there is overfishing and in what sectors. As you know, it related to both the spiny lobster, conch, and also fish, Nassau group in particular. And so we want to get all the data so we can have science-based driven facts to put to the nation.
Minister Campbell's comments came on the sidelines of Thursday's official launch of the Centerville Community Farm, a partnership between the Agriculture Development Organization and the Royal Caribbean Group Foundation. This is the 5th such initiative aimed at planting community farms throughout constituencies across the Bahamas.
For too long, many communities across our nation have depended heavily on imported food. But initiatives like this help us to move forward toward a more resilient and food-secure Bahamas. We pledged $10,000 in a grant, cash. And in addition to that, we also pledged a further $5,000 in vouchers for our fish and farm store for the acquisition of agriculture equipment.
As outlined in the speech from the throne on Wednesday, the Davis administration proposes to establish a national import substitution framework with clear production targets for key agricultural products and stronger sourcing requirements for government food programs. There is also the promise to introduce tourism agriculture incentives to encourage hotels and tourism operators to increase local sourcing from local farmers and producers. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Other news for you this evening: students treated for scabies at the Harbor Island All-Age School have been treated and are now isolated at home while the affected classroom has been sanitized. Some very good news there. We get that update from Acting Director of Public Health, Dr. Philip Swan, who shared these health measures to safeguard against the spread of the contagious infection.
So 4 of them are reached. I think they weren't able to reach the other parent at the time when we received the report, and given advice as to how to manage the child, given the next cream, as well as advice to wash the bedding, clothing, and towels, and to avoid direct skin-to-skin contact. And also suggested that that households use hand washing, and we provided treatment to everyone in the house just to make sure.
Now, initially, education officials reported that there were 6 suspected cases of scabies, but Dr. Swan says surveillance testing proved otherwise.
There has been no additional reports of persons or children with signs or symptoms of being infected with scabies. And we know at this time that there were no other concerns at this time. We do note the reports that the school had 6 suspected cases. However, the clinical team only had evidence to clinically diagnose 2 of those individuals.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Hello? Hi, this is Roger from Fidelity Bank. We've detected a possible breach on your account, so we've placed a temporary hold on pending transactions. Huh? Please check your email and give me your one-time password to confirm.
Ain't nothing happening.
Whoa!
Remember, Fidelity will never ask for your account details. If in doubt, contact us first. Fidelity Bank, protecting what matters most.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Near, far, I get 3 flavors in one pizza?
In here, at Little Caesars.
Ahoy! Then I'll take it for a great price. It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
3 flavors, 1 happy you for just $11 VAT inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars Oaksfield, Carmichael Road, East Street Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and 1 East Plaza. It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash JS Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never got to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for JS Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Hi. Hello? Hey, girl. I at Wendy's. I'm trying to go to Essence Fest. Wendy's and Coca-Cola want to take you and your bestie to New Orleans. July 3rd through 5th is Essence Fest, and you could be traveling VIP style.
Roxy?
Tenders?
Tenders.
All you gotta do is upgrade any premium lunch combo 1 through 12 or a salad to a large, like a spicy number 6, add cheese and bacon, or a Dave's Classic, or my personal favorite, Tendies. This will now serve as your final boarding call for Flight 735, service into Essence Fest. Boarding now. Nola! We coming back?
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Royce and Melita joins us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. What's happening, guys?
Good evening, Desmond. How are you tonight, man? I hope you're well.
I'm good.
Excellent.
How are you?
No complaints on our side. It's always a fun side here. We were just talking about the fact that today is International Tea Day, and I want to ask you, do you have a favorite tea?
Green tea and all of its assortments. All the assortments of green tea, yes.
The energy aspect, the medicinal benefits, what?
Medicinal, the energy, everything.
Okay.
That's what keeps him so young and refreshed, keeps the voice, going and
That makes
check.
sense.
My favorite is like lavender chamomile. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
also
that.
good English breakfast can never go wrong. What about
Never
you?
fail, never fail.
And
English
the lemon
breakfast
is
and maybe
pretty good,
like
too.
vanilla chai. I like a vanilla chai. Something strong, but in the black tea realm. Give me a little bit of boost at the same time.
Like you get a world tour with the tea. You go all around the world, all these different countries.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And speaking of going around the world, we have a story coming up all about how maybe we can try to help more study abroad opportunities for Bahamians. So that's coming up. Stay tuned if you're looking to study on other shores.
Oh, sounds good. Stay with us. Bahamas Tonight continues after this.
Take your business to the next level by joining the Tourism Development Corporation's Tourism Business and Products Registry. This registry will act as a hub for all Bahamian tourism-related ventures across the blue, green, and orange economies, ensuring that our entrepreneurs get the support, access, and connections they need to help develop a stronger business and ultimately a stronger industry. Join now at tdcbahamas.com.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong.
A household name carries a lot of approval. And when you're shopping for household, you need a household name. For 50 years, Bahamas Welding and Fire has been a household name in outdoor grills and kitchen appliances. Need to beautify that yard space for your grill? BWF has it covered. For the industrial worker, you can find a complete line of tools and safety equipment. For the welder of any level or budget, you can find the right machinery to power everything. There's no shortage on power with a wide array of generators, and safety is everyone's responsibility. Find everything needed to protect everyone on the worksite. Over 40,000 square feet of shopping space in a convenient location. Bahama's Welding and Fire. We're more than just our name. Located number 13 Wilton Street.
Well, that does it for the National Report. Stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, and it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, and it's good to grow.
From farm to finished product, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources officially opens its new cultivation center at the Gladstone Road Agricultural Center. This gives farmers and agri-processors the tools to create goods like jams, tomato paste, grits, and more. Minister Jomo Campbell weighs in on what this means for agriculture in the Bahamas.
This center creates the environment for growth in production, in training, in research, and growth and opportunity for Bahamians who wish to participate in this sector. It is facilities like these that help us to reduce dependence on imports, strengthen local supply chains, and empower more Bahamians to grow, to produce, and to contribute to the national economy.
Also in attendance and shared remarks was Minister Clay Sweeting, Minister of Works and Family Island Affairs.
But this cultivation center represents progress, not just for agriculture, but for the Bahamas as a whole. And as we continue to build a stronger and more resilient nation, we must remain focused on creating systems that support our people today, tomorrow, and for generations to come. I would also like to recognize Axum Architecture for their role in bringing this project to life, the team at the Ministry of Works, who worked along with the Ministry of Agriculture to ensure that what was needed was facilitated to get us to this day today.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Keith Bryan Jr.
The U.S. Ambassador tours the nation's top technical institute. We've got the details tonight.
Plus, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas is in transition. Those details straight ahead.
Also, an education giant and patron is remembered and honored. Stay close for that.
Of course, we've got your Access Now Total Sports coming up.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Welcome indeed. Now, growing up in the Caribbean, I'm sure many of us heard the same thing, that when we weren't feeling well, drink some tea. You know, backache, drink some tea. Stomachache, drink some tea.
It's
Not
gas.
feeling well?
It's gas.
It's gas, drink some tea. And of course, as it turns out, today is officially being celebrated as International Tea Day.
And tea, which is practically a family remedy here, of course, we've got bush medicine too, really holds a special place in cultures all over the world. And the sharing of tea has long been connected to comfort, hospitality, healing, and has bridged communities across so many different generations.
Absolutely true. Now, we're both part British, so this is a debated one, even in the UK.
Yeah.
But I have to ask you, with tea, English tea in particular, milk first, tea first?
I feel like it's tea first. If you put the milk in first, it's not going to be hot enough for your tea to steep. But I think the big British rule is always they're going to lose their mind if you make your tea in the microwave and you don't, make it in the kettle.
Steeped and kettled, right?
They're not too worried about the milk thing. It's you put that in the microwave and they're like, it's sacrilege.
I know the rules, but I'm a bit of a rebel, so I do both. Don't tell anybody about that. For now, let's dive right into the news. Plans for a new campus are moving ahead for the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute. The master plan for the project was unveiled during a presentation and visit by U.S. Ambassador Herschel Walker on Thursday. Here's BTVI's acting president, Kevin Baisden.
Identified plot of land
in excess of 20 acres for us to be able to build a new campus. And that would allow us to not only have good facilities, because we've already upgraded our curriculum, but in addition to having upgraded our curriculum, we want to upgrade our labs, our tools, equipment, etc.
The U.S. ambassador to the Bahamas spoke briefly about the importance of education and the strong educational ties between the Bahamas and the United States, including opportunities for Bahamian students to study abroad.
That's the reason why that NS student, any Bahamian student that's looking to travel to the U.S. Should go to Education USA with this partnership that we have, because accreditation there is now giving the Bahamian kids and also kids from the States to come to the Bahamas as well because of accreditation.
The Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas is in transition. General Manager Clint Watson is among the 12 appointees making up the government's Senate complement. And as he prepares to take his seat in the upper chamber, he shared what this move means for the future of ZNS.
We're going to figure all of that out. Right now, we're still in the transition period now. I'm going to be transitioning out of the corporation. Somebody new will take the chair. And then, of course, we'll figure out the direction of where that happens and where we can go and how it can support that effort and so forth. So a lot of the heavy lifting will get done once all of this week of ceremonial is done.
Watson was appointed BCB General Manager in June of 2023 and is credited for implementing numerous training programs, system upgrades, and helping to advance the quality of broadcast at the corporation.
The people have caused me great joy and great love serving people. I came to ZNS with a motto of people first. I never wanted to lose sight of that. I hope I have not lost sight of that. And by the texts and the calls I'm getting from people, I think I did my job. The people at ZNS are wonderful professionals. And it's bittersweet because my whole joy was trying to make sure I made opportunities for people and make sure they had the greatest experience of their time at ZNS. And I still want to make sure that continues to happen.
Both kind and inspiring words. Thanks so much, Mr. Watson. The life of the late Theodore Grant Glover was remembered today at the school that still carries his name. Students, staff, and family members gathered for the Patrons' Day at T.G. Glover Professional Development and Research School, honoring an educator who helped shape generations of Bahamians. Our Lyle Maycock has that story.
Long before his name was placed on a school, Theodore Grant Glover was helping build the foundation of Bahamian education. He began teaching at just 12 years old, later serving 48 years in education before retiring as deputy director. At the TV Glover Professional Development and Research School, Principal Shaniqua Curry tooted that Patronage Day was about connecting students to the man behind the name they hear every day.
Our patron, the late Mr. Theodore Grant Glover, is a name we call every day. So the children need to know who is that individual and why that individual is so important.
For Glover's family, that importance was personal. His granddaughter, Minister of Labor, Public Service, and National Insurance, the Honorable Pia Glover Roll, believes his example still shapes how she approaches public life.
Well, it's a welcome change to get past the past 7 days almost of politics and to come and actually have a reflection on my grandfather. Many times as I move through my political career, I reflect on him and my father and say, you know, if they were here today, this is what they would say, this is how they would feel, this is probably the advice they would give me. And in my career, I hope to continue to honor him through embodying those principles of integrity, hard work, and of course, ensuring that I do everything with excellence.
Those values also made him larger than life to the generations who grew up hearing stories about his discipline, service, and impact, like his grandson, Quentin.
He's always been like the original superhero action figure. You know, the original stories that I grew up hearing was about him.
That hero image appeared in the students' tributes as songs, poems, and dance performances turned the school's history into something they can see, hear, and feel. Theodore Grant Glover's name has been attached to this school for generations, but today's Patron's Day service is a reminder that his legacy stretches beyond the building's name. It stretches to the students, the teachers, and the educators of the life that he has lived. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lyle Maycock.
for the excellent coverage, Lyle. Still to come, a new documentary shining the spotlight on the lasting impact both Hurricane Dorian and the COVID-19 pandemic has had on Bahamians. We talked to the film's directors tonight.
And of course, Diane Dorset has your Access weather forecast, so stay close.
Education Minister Glenys Hannah Martin and various ministry officials were warmly welcomed in song by the staff and students of Summit Academy. Minister Hannah Martin brought remarks highlighting the work the school has done in education, also admiring the Bahamian educators of the institution.
And we appreciate what role this school is playing in education in the Bahamas. And secondly, to salute the Bahamian educators that we just heard about. To encourage you to keep going and keep producing the top students in the nation.
Founder and Principal Jillian Wilson shared more insights on the school's beliefs.
We believe, students please stand, that Bahamian children deserve rigorous, forward-thinking instruction. And we believe opportunity should be accessible to as many families as possible because potential lies everywhere.
The program had various performances, including a rendition of Rise Up and a dance duet. And this is Ed Talk.
The temperature is rising, the flowers are blooming, and shoppers are saving at Super Value and Quality supermarkets. Sea bass tuna, 5 ounces, 84 cents. Bass Value whole kernel corn, 15 ounces, 99 cents. Par Excellence long grain rice, 5 pounds, $3.99. Sea bass raw shrimp, 30/40, 1 pound, $7.99. Sweet blueberries, 1 pint, $4.99. May the savings be with you at Super Value and Quality supermarkets.
It's the 21st day of May, Friday Junior, and it's time for your Access weather forecast. So let's see how our weather is shaping up over the next few days. A ridge of high pressure will remain the dominant feature across the region, while across the central and southeast Bahamas, we continue to see variable clouds in response to a mid-level low pressure system, which will support the chance of occasional showers and isolated thunderstorms through Saturday. Now, gentle to moderate easterly winds will persist across the country, maintaining advisory conditions for Atlantic waters. Now, over our waters in the northwest Bahamas tonight through Saturday, we'll get winds that are southeast rather, 12 to 18 knots, seas at 3 to 6 feet, a high tide at 12:57, and a low tide at 7:33 in the morning. In the central and southeast Bahamas, southeast winds picking up at 15 to 25 knots, seas at 5 to 8 feet, and small craft advisory in effect. It is time now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That was is your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance, and that wraps up your Access weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone.
Hearing the fact of little babies being washed out of their mom's arms. Who can prepare for something like Dorian? Mental health of someone, it should be first.
Well, that was a look at D6 Project We Are Not Okay, an award-winning documentary on the lasting emotional and mental impact of Hurricane Dorian and the COVID-19 pandemic on Bahamians. It's set to hit theaters tomorrow and seeks to highlight the unseen and unheard struggles many people continue to face.
Now, joining us to talk more about it are Dr. Wendy Fernandez and Dr. Juliet Storr. To you both, thank you so much for joining us on Access Now.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, these two events, Dorian and the COVID-19 pandemic, are devastating on our country and had compounding impact because of loss of life. But I want you to tell us about the D6 Project We Are Not Alone and what compelled you to want to create it.
It's a story of the heart. I was in another country working for another institution of higher learning, and I was scheduled to come home on September 1st, 2019.
Oh, wow.
To do research in another area. And I saw the videos, I heard the cries, and I came home and volunteered at the shelters, and I heard the stories. I saw the stares, I saw the trauma, I saw the pain, and I wanted to see what I could do to bring about some kind of healing, relief, support.
Right.
So I decided to find out how I can tell the story in a way that everyone in this country can understand, and reach out and try to support anyone who has gone through Hurricane Dorian, and to also prepare ourselves for what we have to face, seeing that climate change and its impact on this country is very real. And I think that storm kind of brought it to everyone's attention that the possibility is no longer in our rearview mirror or something that we always talked about but never really thought would happen. It happened. It could happen again.
Right.
Present threat,
And
absolutely.
so I didn't have the expertise in psychology and psychosocial support. So I said if I'm going to tell these stories, I had to do it ethically.
Right.
And I had to find someone to help me, to help those who were willing to give me their stories and to be there as a resource.
Right.
So I turned to Dr. Fernandez and the Bahama Psychological Association and asked them to partner with me in doing this project. And they said yes.
That's beautiful. Not just extrapolating the story, but offering healing in the same way.
Not just extra triggering and trauma, making sure they've got a safe space and resources to
tell
turn
the stories. Yes.
Now, it looks like you've got a lot of voices in this film. How long did it take you to create this film?
From the conception or the idea, that would have been from 2019, 2020 to last year when we finally wrapped up production. So we're looking at 5 to 6 years in the making of it, yes.
Dr. Storr, I want to ask you about what did you take away from some of these stories that you heard from people? They're so impactful. And for anyone who's covered the story in media, we know what it means to hear these stories and take them home with us and the emotional impact it has. But what did you take away from these stories that you heard from so many people?
So what for me as a mental health professional, and I suppose for most of us who've worked with persons who would have experienced Hurricane Dorian, COVID-19, is that people are hurting, and that the idea that once the hurricane has passed and there seemed to be a sense of normalcy that people are okay. And I think too it is that we want people to be okay, and as a result of that we are not acknowledging that the impact that this crisis, this disaster, this has had on the psyche of the people who directly impacted, but the country as well. So that is why this film is important. I think it helps us to recognize that we really aren't okay.
Still simmering.
Yes. And as I said earlier to another person, this is what today is, the 21st of
May. Yes.
And what do you think will happen in the next few days, a week and a half? Will be June 1st.
Season starts.
Right.
And that will
trauma
be
and
the beginning of, and so people are still hurting. People are still experiencing flashbacks. People are still having dreams. There are persons who today, as it rains, they have difficulty.
Wow.
So
it's very important.
We just want people to know that people are still hurting.
What do you hope audiences take away from the film, both people who maybe weren't directly impacted by Dorian and maybe Dorian survivors? What do you hope they leave the theater taking away with them?
That it's all of it's our story. It's, again, it's not Abaco's story, it's not Grand Bahama's story, it's a Bahamian story. And also, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It will happen, so it's an awareness, and I think that's one of the things we want people to recognize, is that it will happen.
It's all of us, yes.
It will happen.
Now, I understand the premiere is tomorrow. Can we get those details?
So this is the public, in terms of the first public theater showing. So it starts tomorrow at Fusion at 5:30, and we're hoping everyone comes out because, you know, as Dr. Fernandez said,
it's community.
This is community. Right. This is collective community. This is our national story. It's now September 11th. And so we would want to make sure that people come out and support those whose voices are often unheard, whose stories are unheard, and they were brave enough to tell us these stories. They were heart-wrenching in many cases, and so we are hoping that people come out and support, and also start that or continue that conversation about what do we do to prepare as a nation for what is going to happen to us in the future. June 1st, this year, but June 1st should be every day.
Right.
Because we have experience here in Nassau, flooding that takes place with just a few drops of tropical rain, and we have seen the impact. So we're hoping people come out and support the film, and we're hoping that they come out and also support those who survived.
Ladies, thank you so much for giving everyone a voice in this film, too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, be sure to stay with us. Sports with Amajal Knowles is up right after this break.
Hearing the fact of little babies being washed out of their mom's arms. Who can prepare for something like Dorian? Mental health of someone, it should be first.
COVID-19 came. When COVID-19 hit, just being locked in, being isolated or being in a house almost 24/7, like, it really messes with your mind.
And I said, if a storm is ever coming again, one garbage bag and I'm out of here. I did not want to wrestle an extensive loss like that again. And I had to gradually work through it. And believe it or not, I'm still very conscious of what I have building up.
But you need counseling. You need counseling to somebody to talk to you and to try to bring healing to your life, you know. So if you don't have access to these things, then where will the healing process begin?
Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands, we believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need, a great value value with a variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products, saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
Step inside a world of adventure with Mandalorian and Grogu at Burger King. See The Mandalorian and Grogu, only in cinemas.
Thursday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. It was a drama-filled Wednesday evening over at the Roscoe Davies soccer field as both championship games in the GSSA Junior Division would go to penalties. The new kid on the block, Wayne Wilson, was at the pitch and filed this report.
The GSSA Soccer Junior Championships came to an end with some very exciting and drama-filled games. For the Girls' Championship, L.W. Young would defeat the fan favorites to win it all, H.O. Nash. A nail-biter finish taking advantage of their last chance to go home victors. During the final penalty kicks with their goalie securing the win for the girls as their last line of defense. Here's a word from head coach Shakira Roll and their goalie.
Like, this is our rainbow after the storm. We made it undefeated straight through the season. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm proud of these girls. They worked for it, and they proved themselves to me.
I was feeling a lot of pressure. I was scared. I felt like I made a mistake. I wanted to cry, but I sucked it up. I remember what my coach said, and in the end, we win the whole thing.
Moving over to the junior boys, a team coming out this season not only as champions, but undefeated, would be the S.C. McPherson Sharks, fighting tooth and nail to secure this championship. For the first time in 9 years, but coming close for the past 5, ultimately finishing second. Here's a few words from head coach Garth Davis and Shark goalie Lonzo Ramsey, who saved the team's championship and ticket to the Nationals.
Well, I'm feeling very excited and ecstatic. It was a hard-fought game, and the boys really battled. Coming into this game, we had beat that team 4-1 in the round, but we knew that they would be coming hard at us, and they did come hard at us. But we prevailed in penalties, and I'm most happy and glad that we finally got that monkey off our back.
It was a little nerve-wracking, but in the end of the day, I was able to save our championship, and we were able to become victors.
As the Sam Haven High School Championships are set to kick off this evening, for ZNS Sports, I'm Wayne Wilson.
Thanks, Wayne. Switching gears, the Bahamas' Anti-Doping Commission visiting Sybil Strawn earlier today to promote anti-doping awareness in sports and encourage young athletes to compete the right way. Students gathered as officials from the commission led an interactive session focused on the importance of clean sport, healthy choices, and integrity in athletics. The visit also included a generous donation of sports equipment aimed at physical education and encouraging active participation in school sports programs. Olympic track athlete Andretti Bain shared his personal insight on the importance of competing clean.
Many opportunities to not doing the right thing when it comes to sport, but I am a testament that you can win, you can advance, you can make your family proud, you can make the country proud by competing clean.
ZNS Sports team also catching up with Lael Johnson, who's in charge of education at BATSI, who highlighted why early exposure to sports and values-based learning is so important for young students.
Well, I think that children are naturally active and they want to engage in sports. They don't necessarily know how it can benefit them in the future. So I feel like it is our job to tell them, hey, you can get a scholarship, you can become a professional athlete, it can take you around the world, and sometimes they just don't know. So if we start to tell them and give them the opportunity and give them the knowledge, they can take that and go forward and become the next Olympian, become the next Shawnee, become the next Andretti Bain, Ramon Miller.
Over to the hardwood, another major feat for Bahamian NBA sensation VJ Edgecombe, as the NBA announced today that the Philadelphia 76ers guard has been named to the 2025-2026 Kia NBA All-Rookie First Team. Edgecombe becomes the 15th player in franchise history for the Sixers and the first since Ben Simmons in 2017-2018 to earn first-team All-Rookie honors. Now, of course, Edgecombe appeared in 75 games during his rookie campaign, averaging 16 points on 43% shooting from the field, along with 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and just over a steal in 35 minutes. He's the only player from the 2025 draft class to average 16 points and 4 assists while shooting at least 35% from 3. Of course, VJ was selected 3rd overall by the Sixers in the 2025 NBA draft. He finished the season ranking top 3 amongst rookies in points, field goals, 3-pointers, steals, and minutes played. And that's been a look at your sports on this Thursday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
At BTC, we are intentional about building culture where performance is not only expected, but it's recognized. Because the truth is simple. Strong companies are built by strong people, and strong people deserve to be seen and celebrated. To our 41 top performers, today is about you.
You could feel whenever somebody was celebrated, everybody was clapping, so that means they were carried by the others. And I think, let that be the light for everybody to become a Q2 top performer.
It feels like an honor and privilege to be recognized again. I am very grateful for the opportunity, and I'm grateful to my team and my boss that they recognized me for this.
I feel validated. It's appreciated. It's good to be noticed for your hard work and contribution.
Everyone should aspire to be a Q1 or a Q2 or a Q3 or Q4 top performer in how you show up in your One BTC culture and how you deliver for our customers every day. That's what we're looking for.
Parfum by Ferragamo.
Available at Lorix Duty Free, Bay and Parliament, Old Fort Bay, Marathon Mall and Palmdale.
At We Buy and Sell, we help you upgrade your home the smart way, from solar panels and solar lights to strong doors, storm-ready windows, tiles, mirrors, vanity, faucets, and more. Everything you need is right here under one roof. Great quality products, great price, and fast, friendly service every day. Visit us on Robinson Road or send us a message on WhatsApp 242-636-8412 or shop anytime at wbusbahamas.com. We Buy and Sell. Upgrade your home today.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one and the car say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for
you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052. Smart. Oh, everything is
That does it for Access Now, and I think now is the perfect time to get that cup of tea.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow night.
Good night, everybody. Wow.
At Bahama Boulevard, I'm Sean Innes. This is ZNS.